everyone, it's Billie. Welcome to Billie Holman Creations. It's good to be back. It's good to be back in my craft room. I must say I had a busy last 2 weeks and I'm raring to go. So today, wild hair, here we are. I am going to make two different things with two different colors. First of all, we're going to make a moon. And I'm going to make a moon using Pouring Your Heart Out's 8-inch, well, it's almost 8-inch round mold, and I have it sitting in a Lazy Susan, so it's just easier to pick up that way. And we're going to do bats. Now, I did this bat earlier, and he's been sitting there, and I thought, well, we're going to use this bat, and we're going to make some more of these. Now, I had some holes around my edges, because I wasn't really paying attention when I poured this. So I went ahead with my Tester's silver paint and just outlined the edges. And hopefully my little pinholes won't show up so badly. But first things first, let's make some yellow resin. Now I calculated that this mold is going to take about 10. Now I mixed up. This mold's going to take about 12 ounces, but I'm not going to use 12 ounces because I have some filler that happens to be yellow. So we're going to throw that in and use that up. I saved my excess resin. This actually was plastic that I had melted before. I was able to make some wind chimes out of melted beads. I don't think I want to do that again, but who knows, we might. So anyway, I have mixed up 12 ounces of my my cast and no, it isn't. Jeez, I can't even talk. Oh my gosh, I've said it so many times and now I'm going blank. I must be too excited. This is my clear cast, my amazing clear cast, and I am just going to save 4 ounces and use 8. Let's see how far we can go with that. So before we start coloring, let me get approximately 8 ounces in here. Yes, I'm so sorry about last week's video. I couldn't believe I lost that bugger. Oh my gosh, it was a nightmare. I found it at one point, hit the wrong button, and sent my trash to never land, never to be found again. So I guess that happens. But I have to pay more attention. I don't remember sending it to trash. But I had a young lady looking at my photos on my phone, and I think maybe something happened, but we lost it. So I apologize for that. Now I feel like I have a lot to catch up on. So here's 12 ounces. It doesn't look like much, like it's going to fill this tray, but I really don't need it that thick. It's not going to matter. I need more resin for my bats. Let's just save this in there. And I'm going to start out with some Just For You Online UK yellow paste. And let's just get a little bit of that on a stick. And see. Looks pretty orange, but I'm sure it's pretty condensed. So let's see how far we can get with that. I'm going to stand up a minute. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing good. I spent the day with my friend, the week with my friend Shelly, and we had a great visit. I had a music gig. We went and saw a dear friend. It was pretty awesome. So that's been busy. Been a busy week. Let me see what kind. I know this isn't going to go very dark, but we're going to add, that is pretty dark actually. for the amount of paste I used. I said I need to get some real good paste, and I have not. I think I'm going to look into Balticday. I do have a 10% coupon code off of Balticday in my descriptions. So let's add some of this Bombay Yellow India ink. Dr. Phil Martin's. I know this is a translucent ink, but just do some mixing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll do a couple squirts. See what kind of yellow we can get with that. Should add a little orange. We do want a bit of a harvest moon, I would think. But I like the yellow. I don't have any yellow pigment paste though. I have yellow gold. Let's try to add a little yellow gold into this. Now this is from the soap shop. It's in my Amazon storefront. I had received such an array of colors from the soap shop. It was the first product that my daughter had bought me when she thought I might try or might enjoy resin. And I think she was right about that. So I also, while I'm talking and stirring here, I want to give some special shout out thank yous to Julie at Pouring Your Heart Out, Wendy at Toonfish Crafts, Mr. Steve McDonald. Now these people I've learned so much about resin from. So this is just a shout out for them. And I also want to thank Miss Wanda from Wanda's Blessed Creations and Miss Felicia from the Crafting Nook, because they have really helped me try to grow my channel. So their links are in my description also for their channels. And there's some new ones I'd like to add because they're starting out and I'm still starting out. So that's Miss Stormy of Stormy's World. Beadin' Crazy, that's Miss Francis. And then we have India Brady Art and Miss Carol from Cosmic Carol Creations. So if you like, you might check out their channels and maybe subscribe if you like what they do and help them get a good start. So I'm going to add this little cheap glitter. I think it's from the Dollar Tree. There was a few of these little containers full of glitter. Let's use that up. I do like this color. I really do like this color very much. So it's got an orange twist to it. Oh, this is Dollar Store also. This is a yellow flake of some kind. So let's just open this and put a few of those flakes in there. See what we come up with. So I want to try to camouflage these pieces I'm adding in for filler. That's what I really want to try to do. That should be good. Looks pretty to me. Now here's my mold, and make sure my other resin isn't getting too hot, and I dumped a piece of trash right in it. Get that out. Come on. Okay, get that out of there. Bubbles are going away, so that's good. My mold is clean. I think to avoid bubbles, I'm going to try it this way. We're going to just, there's a clear piece. We're just going to dump this in and get it wet with resin. How's that sound? Let's probably the unethical way to do it, but you never know till you try. What do they say? No guts, no glory. Okay, get rid of that. Just get these covered a little bit. Hopefully we won't see them too much and they'll lay down pretty flat in this mold. But I feel like I just added something to egg yolks. Well, I'm gonna sit and let's see what happens. I could bring you down a little. Hold on, we'll shakey shake. Ooh, maybe not. There we go. Okay. See what we get. See what we get. Get these chunks out. A little bit of green in there. I guess that doesn't matter. I just want to use this filler up. I mean, it should help. You know, and it'll kind of give us a little texture to the moon, maybe. I did have some orangish brown flakes that were, you know, leftover resin, but I thought I just want to keep this clear. Those are stuck together. Oops. Put that one under there. All right, I'm just gonna pour just to cover that up. So this is 8 ounces versus 12, and it looks like it's gonna do the trick. Very pretty. Very pretty. Let me get my little spatula. Clean some of this out. I'm over here just wiping off the spoon. Put that aside. And let's see if we can't get the rest of this. Ooh, that's a flimsy spatula. Look at that. I didn't say what I was making. I'm making a moon and bats. That's all I know. Not really. Actually, I'm going to try to make a wall hanging. A Halloween wall hanging. We'll have to just play that by ear. See how it turns out. So, just kind of push these around a little bit. I wish those weren't together. I might have to get my tweezers here. And of course, I'm not level. Stick something under here. Popsicle sticks. Maybe that will help. Get my tweezers. They were just here, and I'm gonna just kind of make sure those are flat. Some you can't see. It's got green. Let me turn it over. There we go. Which side's better? I guess this side's better. It's looking thick already. Nothing's under that. I can't tell. Darn it. You know what? A little pair of resin scissors. Should have done it earlier. Just gonna cut these apart if I can. There's little threads in there, so it's holding them together. And we won't see them. Wouldn't make a very good doctor. I feel like I'm in surgery. That'll help. Not so big. Wipe those off. They're so little. Okay. Now, let's just push those down. You know, they might be seen from the back, but I think that'll be okay. Feels like something's under that. And I dipped it in the resin because I don't want to scratch this mold. But, boy, I think we did pretty good there. Now I need a little, I'm gonna have to move this anyway, but for the time being, let's see, can't keep that a little, go this way. Now it's too high. Maybe not, just keep it down here. Pretty good, eh? All right. My other resin's not doing too bad. Let me get a little air, and of course, you know, I am going to cut this out of the video or mute it. Take my little tool here and just go around. It's a deep mold. It's 3/4 of an 1/8 inch deep. So that's a good sized mold. And maybe I will get a little alcohol. This is 99%. Can't say the word, can't think of the word. You know what I mean. That alcohol. Okay, bubbles are popping. But they definitely are going to keep surfacing. I know that. Let me wipe this off a little bit. I must have splattered on there. Oh, I feel like I've calmed down. I'll tell you. When I started this video, I was pretty excited and then got all tongue twisted and tied up. Okay, a little more air and then I'm going to move it. Before I do, let's make sure there's no flecks of anything in there that I can see. Sometimes the glitter, you know, it'll just stay up a itty bitty bit and it looks like there's something in there, but it's actually the glitter is not sunken yet. I need a new flashlight for this, but I don't see any lint or anything, so we should be good. Maybe that'll sink in a moment. All right, let me move this. I'll pause you. Put this aside. Let's mix a little black with what's extra here. See how far we go. Now, I've got some black paste that I should have grabbed right off the get-go. Grabbing every color but brown, red. Why can't I see it now, Billy? Goodness sakes. Green. Right there in front, of course. That's how that goes. Now this is just for you online UK. It's pretty thick. Use the other end of this stick. Get a head start. I want a really solid opaque. Boy, I'm not talking right. Solid opaque. That's a word. Well, we'll just fill it in. And I'm not going to add any glitter or anything to this. I'm just going to make some baps. Oh, look at all the bubbles are gone. Need a better stick than that, though. Lid on. And get a little Bombay black in there. One, two, three. I'm going to do a whole squirt. I need a regular stick. That's pretty dark, and once it settles together, it should be pretty black. Still on my stick, but I'm going to add just a skosh more. Okay, that should do. Not supposed to go over 10% of your resin when you add your inks and dyes, but I understand it's all right for powdered pigments. There we go. That's gonna look great. All right, now let me grab my molds. I have a little coffin mold just in case we have extra, but I don't know that we will. All right, now, whoops, I just dropped my bat. And these molds I got, excuse me, I'm bending over. These molds are from Let's Resin and Amazon. So, now, these are the bats I've done. Here's the one with the lines in it. It would be this bat here. And this little mold is so tiny. Look at these. Aren't they cute? I was able to make a few pairs of earrings with those, but they're just the tiniest little things. And we might be able to make some more of those. Now, I'm going to put this big one aside. All I really need, let me get you in sight here. Turn this around. All I really need is one more of these. But I was hoping to maybe top coat this one because when I sanded it, I scratched it. So I'll have to fix that with some excess resin, but I want two of these black ones all together. So let me just do a quick pour. And I cleaned these with some tape. I'm going to fill it a little more than I did the other one because it shrank into itself and left that ridge. Get over here. These are just so cute. Whoops. This big one here looks like the Batman. Can I say that in public? I guess I just did. Move this over. Now, this mold has some regular little bats, which I've done before, and it also has drawer pulls. So those would be cute on a tray, I'm thinking, if I can do that. Move you right over there. Scoot you over. Now, I had a bunch of holes, pinholes in these. Oh, it really bummed me out. But I'm thinking, if I can match up the mold it was originally in, I am going to try to pour a little resin at the bottom and set these back in. Do you think that's kind of silly? I don't know, but we'll go for it. I'm going to try it. So So we need these two. Whoops, look at that. Wasn't too neat, was it? How can I do this different? I don't have any pinch cups. Oh, yes, I do. Darn it, I just realized I do. I think they're dirty. Look at the mess I'm making. Oh, shoot, I didn't want to fill that full. Ugh. I just said I wasn't going to fill that full. I don't think this guy would fit anywhere else. I think that's the one it came in. Darn it. Yeah, let's see what I can do. I think I can pull a little out of there. I just wanted it in the bottom. So I wasn't thinking, we're going to do this. We're going to make more of a mess than what I have already. I got sidetracked. I can clean that up in a little bit. Put this in the bottom, like that. Get this in the bottom. We're just going to squish the other one in there. Get a little more. See if that works. If I can, it's getting thick. Boy, it's getting real thick. I need to just pour and get after it. I'll clean it up, I promise. I wonder if I can flip this over, but see, there's a hole right there. Just wanted to save myself. Let me pinch it in. Oh, Billy, you're such an... Hope that's where it went. I think so. Let's just put this one in. I know that's where he goes. Come on. And it's not laying flat, it's laying with a little bumper on the bottom. He might be a fat bat. Alright, and this one, might as well make more of a mess, eh? Look at that. Go, Billy, go. I'm gonna get my little cups so I can pour better. Well, we should have enough bats for what I'm going to try to do. Let's get this one in there. Wish I could flip it over. That one looks better. Let me try. Okay. That will work.
You want to, most of them are out here. I think the only one missing is...
We always have someone missing. It's usually always Bert. It's dinner time for my babes. This is the little cup I was talking about.
Sorry.
It's alright, honey. Maybe I can do a better job this way. Yeah, maybe not. And the door is closed. The doggy door is closed for the night. They're doing pretty good coming in for the evening. I just insist they be in the house at night. That's my cats. All 5 of them, gosh. I don't know any other way to do this. But I need some pinchy cups, I think. Oh, we're going to have enough for bats, that's for sure. I tried to weigh these ones out and it said 1.5 ounces. Well, that doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't look like 1.5 ounces. It's more like 1/2 ounce. Because this little cup is probably 1/2 ounce. Something I don't know. I don't know what this little cup is. I'm guessing it's not a full ounce. Gotta get with it. It's nice and thick. We'll just pour them all. Maybe before Halloween I can make a tray. So we'll have to see. Whoa. Get in your little head there. Okay, everyone, this is about all I'm going to be doing. Checking for bubbles on the moon. And filling up the rest of these. If I have any black left over, I'll just go ahead and put it in that little coffin mold. I believe that's from Let's Resin too. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check on that. And I see a string. That was good. See a piece of fluff. Big fluff in the big bowl or the pitcher. God, I'm making more of a mess. Jeez, I don't know how that's going to work, but hopefully. I should probably go over it and make it smooth, eh? More of a mess. Okay, Billy, just keep going. All right, everybody, since I'm in the middle of a mess here, I will say good night, and I will see you when these are ready to demold. Have a great evening. It's evening here in Idaho. Have a great evening, and I will see you in the morning. Bye, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm back. I was going to demold these this morning, but I had something else to do today. So it's evening here right now on a Monday night. And I actually love the way this yellow moon turned out. I mean, those pieces I added in, you know, with a little glitter, they look like cheese on the moon, don't you think? Let's go ahead and demold this and see what the other side looks like. It comes out so nicely. Oh, what a pretty moon. Let's see what we have back here. Oh gosh, that looks nice too. It's more prominent, you know, but it's a yellow harvest moon. Not too much orange in it, but I love how it turned out. So I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to see what the bats look like. Now, here's the original bat, the big one. It's got the silver trim, and I'm just setting that aside. Now, I had enough to get partially up the coffin, but not quite enough. And I did get enough to pour the lid, but right now I can see, oh gosh, I can see those corners got me again. They got me last time too, and I tried and tried to get into those corners. But I think I poured too much resin, and this was getting pretty stiff when I was doing my last pour. Oh, look, it worked. It's just clear right there. And a bit of a hole. So I'm going to fix that with some UV resin. So, and we'll have to wait until I can get more resin in the coffin. I didn't clean up my molds real well, but look at these little ones. Look how tiny they are. I'll just have to clean the molds later. Oh, look at that. Look, I have to come this way. Isn't that the cutest thing? So tiny. And there's a fly in here. Go away. So that gives us four gives us 8 little bats all together. Like I said, I did make a few pairs of earrings with this. They were really cute. So we've got the little ones. I'll have to clean that mold. Okay. Oh, fly, go away. And these, now, I stuffed these pre-poured ones in. I'm sure I'm going to have cleanup, but let's see what happened on the other side. Oh, there's a ridge. But, oh, there's a divot in it. But it still looks better than it did, I must say. So I'll have to clean that up. Gosh, go away. This one here. That one's not too bad. That turned out better. I don't have the holes in the ears. I'm going to have to kill this fly. And the third one. Oh, there's a little divot there. Doesn't matter. We can fix that. And then, oh, 2 more of the flat ones. They're a little thinner. They're still not quite cured all the way. But I like them. And go. So there's 6 of those. Now these are the door pulls. So let's just pull one out. We won't be using this, but I just wanted to see what they're going to look like. I might use them in some trays. There's little handles. Come on, you. And it's got the little hole for the screw in the back, I know. Okay, here we go. That's cute. And then you can see where their little handle pulls. That's great. Okay, I'm going to leave these in and let them harden up. Save those for a different project. And I'm going to... Oh, we've got one more of this one. Now, hopefully I don't have side bubbles. Oh, one. Oh, that turned out really nice. Really, really nice. Okay, I love these. So, I don't know if I want to tell you the plan yet. But we're going to make a mobile. Or a wall hanging. I'm thinking a wall hanging more so than a mobile. But let me show you my thoughts. And it'll have to be at an angle so you can see it all. Let me pull you up just a little bit. Hold on. This is a manual type thing. Here's my thoughts. We've got the moon. We can go up a little ways. We've got the moon. We've got the 2 larger bats, like so. And then we've got these bats dangling. We could do it that way. And we might have a few little ones in the mix somewhere. Not quite sure. But that's my thoughts on the wall hanging for the time being, okay? And I am going to trim my edges. Go look through my belongings and see what I can use to attach this all together and make a real cute hanging. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. Might be tomorrow. I'll be back in a little bit and let you see what I come up with. Until then, good night, everybody. Have a great one. Bye. Hi, everyone. I was able to trim the moon and my bats. I did go over the underside of the bats with some black lacquer or my Tester's enamel paint. It's still a little wet. The reason I did that is because you get that kind of dull finish on the back when you sand or trim. I just wanted to cover that up. So now what I'm going to do is I have these little, well, they're little jewelry pieces. And I'm going to attach these to the bats. There you go. So we can hang one to the other, and I'm just going to use my E6000. I discovered a while back when I was using my my super glue, my Loctite. If you get an area on the resin, it kind of makes a film, and I don't want that film on the back of my bats. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm going to have to move these out of the way though. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of this E6000 on the back. It doesn't leave a film, and if it oozes out the side, you can just peel it off. So I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to start with this top bat, and you just flip this over. I'm going to put this in the middle of his head, and then that piece will stick out, and we can hang it that way. I just didn't want to drill holes in the bats and deal with trying to get jump rings through this or little screws in there. I just thought this would be the easy route. So I'm taking the easy route on these. And these are listed in my Amazon storefront. Just want to make sure that's center. So I need one on the top of this one, and I need one on the tail. Just smear this on. I'm going to put a little tape on these so they don't move. Okay, I'm going to get that right on the tip of that tail there. I think that's centered from what I can see of it. And I'll just get a little painter's tape and set this right there. I'm going to flip it over and double check. And once this is done and dried, we can get on to the next step, which will be, I could have used chain, or I could have used fisherman's, what is that called? The real fine fishing line. But instead, you know me, use up what you've got. I came across some of these yellow bead pieces that were already put together. That's a necklace. I might have to use that one. But these are yellow beads. And I thought we could join bat to bat with these little yellow beads like that. That's the plan. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all glued on and start cutting my pieces of this to make the right lengths. And I will get back to you shortly. Just a moment. Okay, I've got my chains cut to the length I want. My pre-beaded little chains. And I must say, jewelry making is not my favorite thing to do. I've done it many times, but it's just not really my thing. I don't, it's not something I care to do all the time. Anyway, I pulled out some jump rings, and you've all seen these before. There's a break in them, and just need to open that up. I have two little needle nose pliers here, and I just break that open, if you can see. Where's my break? There we go. You don't open up like that, you twist. So it's just across from itself, but it makes that gap. So I'm just going to take this little piece of beaded work. I've got to open it big enough to get into this little bat. And I could have gone a bigger size, but I don't think we need a bigger size. We'll just grab those two tips. And see, I think my problem is I can't see up close that well, not like I used to. And we just close it tight so the edges come back together. Usually give it a little squeeze. Like that. Okay. So that's one. And then we're going to join it to this bat here. And I'll keep going at it until I have all of them put together. Let's open up. Add on to this one. Go into this one. Oh, come on. Get a good grip. These are old tools too. I never thought about getting new ones. These will do for as much as I do this. These will just have to do. And I'm gonna get my two ends and squeeze together. Make sure they're, whoops, tight. Okay, I'll carry on and we'll go to the next step in a moment. Okay, while the bats are set aside, I just made a little gauge because I need to have a few holes in the moon to attach a hanger and the bats. So I'm going to go do that, drill some holes. I'll put the hanger on, and then you'll get to see what else I came up with. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Hi everybody, how are you today? I just wanted to let you know I finished beading my bats with the extra already beaded chain that I had. And I went on the other side of these and used black UV resin to cover the silver pieces, you know, the attachments there, so that wouldn't show in case they got flipped around some way. So I did that, and then, needless to say, got carried away with something else. So let me show you what I've done. I took the moon and I drilled a hole for the hanger, and then I kind of went berserk with ribbon. So I drilled 7 extra holes at the bottom, and I took my well, no, this is an 1/8 inch ribbon. There's a little bit of 1/4 inch in there. And I went berserk with purple, green, a little orange, and black. So I did this because I just didn't want plain bats hanging. For some reason, I just got carried away and thought, what better way to use up some ribbon? So that's what I did. Now, what we need to do is attach our bats to the ribbon. Okay, wire worked better. This is some 18 gauge wire, and I just cut 3 little pieces and slid it into the ribbon here. I discovered if you went from the side, you could then pull it over. So I'm going to take my first string of the smaller bats here that has 2, and I'm just going to slide this in. Make sure the bat's right side up. Pull this over. I'm going to give it a little twist. We're going to cover that up. Just going to give it a twist. Give that a clip. Hope it's good enough. Let's twist it a couple times. There we go. Maybe one more. You know, when I had my eyes done, they gave me far vision when I had the cataract surgery, and now seeing up close is a bit of a bugger. So I have to wear glasses. So let me pinch that. Twist it a little bit more. pull that in, clip that little tip again. There we go. We're going to hide that. I have just the thing. Get it in there, come on. Okay, that one's good. I'm going to go to the far side and get this other small one. Get this on here. Make sure it's hanging properly. Get this on here. Where are you? There we go. Pull this together. Twist it tight. So it's not going to go anywhere. I think that's twisted good enough. Maybe one more time. Okay, give that a trim. A little pinch. So it doesn't get you. Bury it in there. Okay, ooh, one more to go, the big bats. Now this bottom little bat had a flaw on it, so I happen to have these little stickers, so I just glued a little sticker on the bottom of that one to cover it up. And make sure we're going to hang properly. Get the middle one in. We're just going to have the 3. Oops, did I lose that? Just going to have the 3, so I don't have to keep going on any more. Pull that together. Twist. All right. Kind of centered in there. Better twist it again. And trim. You know, I did this twice because I don't know what I was thinking. I used yellow and gold ribbon thinking, oh, the reflection of the moon. And then my friend Dusty came over and saw what I was doing and said, well, I know what you're going for, but this looks like the sun in Phoenix, Arizona. So you need to find some black and purple. So I took him at heart about that because he was absolutely right. It just looked like a sun with a bunch of beams running down. Tighten this up. All right. Now I came across some trim here. I'm sure you can find anywhere. I probably got this at the dollar store. So I'm going to cut a few pieces and go around that wire so we don't have to see it. And I think we can just do one little row. Hide it. Could have got better scissors. Okay. My glue gun is warming up. I have it right here. We're just going to put a little wrap around. Let me try to do it over here so I'm not getting glue on everything. We'll see if I can't cover that up. Just like so. Go around. I'll flip it over. Get it started. Like that. We'll give it a little shine, a little glimmer. Get the tops of these and then we'll flip it over. Now that I want it to hang down. just go right here. Hide that. And the other side. I don't need that much, do I? It's okay. Go right here, cover that wire. It might help secure the ribbon too. Like that. Now, let me flip and get the other sides. Cut. Cut that one too short. That's the back. Let me put a little more glue there. Squeeze it together the best I can. Okay, that should hold. Okay. The middle one. Oh, I've got a tangled up mess, don't I? I'm gonna go across the back. Can't see, there's a shadow. Get this one. Get that over there, like so. Okay. And the last one. Go across the ribbon. Fold this over. Find the end and trim that right about here. Pinch it together. And that should hold. And cover up that wire. Okay. Now I'm going to unplug my glue gun and I'm going to go to my E6000. And I'm sure we could use hot glue on this, but I'm not wanting to. Lift this up. Okay. Oh, I think I like it. It's different, that's for sure. Okay. Let's get these out of the way for now. And I'm gonna get the big boy right here. We're gonna place him approximately centered like that. So my glue is right here. I can never get this off once I get it on. In those pliers, there we go. And I'm just gonna go around a little bat here. Guess I don't need a lot. This will hold really well. Just get around the shoulders, towards the edge. Like I said, one thing about the E6000 is if it squishes out of whatever it is you're gluing, you can just peel it back. It's rather rubbery. That's the plan, if it happens. Let's see, come on, you. All right, see if I can't place this between the two top holes and center his bottom right above that. There we go. Like that. I'll put a little tape on it to make sure it dries well. And then we have 3 of the little bats. And I think they're going to be flying in the background. So we'll just get a little of that on here. And they'll be coming in the background. Now I think it's beginning to look like something I like. Get this one maybe around here. Oh, it looks like a face, doesn't it? Kind of centered. And then this one will be in the middle. It can be kind of at a slant. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. Then I will hang it up, and if need be, trim the ribbon. And I'll show you the final result in just a moment. Oh, I got glue strings on there. Double check that. You know, while I have you here, I'm going to go and grab a piece that I did for Halloween several years ago. I'm not going to make another one, but I thought maybe it'd be a great idea for any of you who want to try it. I'll be right back. There's Brian, my little Halloween cat. Got 3 black ones. Anyway, come look at this. Is it going? I think it's going. Oh, now it's going. Look at my 2 little black babies. It's Brian and Lily. I shut the door, and I hope the lighting's okay. But I hung this up, and I usually put her right here for Halloween. Now, this is a straw hat, and I took some raffia, folded it over the top of the hat, glued it down, added ribbon and some florals, some fall florals, and made her little face with felt. It's just a little felt nose and eyes. Get your bangs out of the way. And a little marker. And I've got twinkle lights on the back that go in her flowers. And I don't have batteries in it, or I'd turn it on. But anyway, if you have an old straw hat, some raffia, and some silk flowers, that would make a cute little hanging for you. Just thought I'd share. So I'm going to get back to the bats and the moon. I'm going to get that dried, and I'll show that to you hung up. And I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I sure appreciate you all. Have a great weekend and take good care. Bye.